Hey there, this is Gabian. I'm living in my car. Well, I went to the storage unit today, and to my surprise and very disappointed, I noticed that the corner of my storage unit was leaking this springtime and this summer. When we had all them tornadoes and stuff, it created a little bit of damage on the corner where my specific lot was. And well, anyway, long story short, some water got inside one of my toolboxes, and it's been sitting there for probably 2 or 3 months now, just sitting there getting all rusted. And so yeah, I was pretty disappointed. So today I'm gonna show you how to get the rust off of any of, and today I'm gonna show you how to get the rust off of any of the tools or anything like that you need to get rust off of. If you got some rust on something, don't throw it away. It's still good. You just got to clean it up, and it's a little bit of know-how on how to clean the rust off of a tool. So I'm gonna show you how. So just come along with me, and we're gonna clean these tools off, and I'm gonna show you how. All right, let's get to it. So the first thing you're gonna do is get yourself a tub. All right, and this tub can be any kind of plastic tub. It doesn't have to be any kind of, it can be metal tub, anything that'll hold vinegar. Because what we're gonna put in here is we're gonna put vinegar in here, and that vinegar is gonna clean off the rust on the tool. So let me go get that vinegar real quick. All right, I got just a big old jug of vinegar here. Let's see, it's got 128 fluid ounces. So this is a whole gallon of vinegar here. I'm gonna pour into this bucket. And this is all we need, is straight up vinegar. And then this cost me a few dollars at Walmart or wherever you wanna go, your big box store. And this stuff is stinky, so don't get it on you. And we're just gonna empty this whole thing into this tub here. Here we go. And you don't have to worry about that tub being clean. I mean, you want to brush it out and stuff like that, but you don't want to worry about it too much. All right. One big old tub of vinegar. Okay. There we go. Now the next step is we're going to go get our tools, and you put your tools in this vinegar. Let me go get them. All right, I got this big old toolbox full of these tools. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put them in that vinegar. A bunch of that. Put in that vinegar water. There we go. There we go. Anything rusted, you're gonna want to throw in here. Anything metal and rusty, just put in there. I got vinegar in my hair. I'm gonna wonder what that's gonna do. Got the tip of my hair in that vinegar. That should be interesting. All right. Just one at a time, you stick it all in there. It's just straight up vinegar. And this vinegar is gonna be what takes off that rust. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take all of these tools, put them in this vinegar, and I'm gonna put it in a safe place and wait about 24 hours. This is a 24-hour process. So I'm gonna come back in and we'll show you, and we'll rub down the tools and we'll see what we got, okay? There's nothing to it but to do it. Nothing to it but to do it. There we go, get that file in there. So anyway, you get all your tools in here, and they're gonna get this vinegar water is gonna eat it all up. They're gonna eat up all that rust in there. And you just gotta come in and clean it off. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's gonna take me a day, but for you, it'll just be like nothing. It'll just be a part of the video. There we go. Now we're getting down to the gritty. And whatever vinegar you don't have in here, you just add a little bit of water just to make it, just to cover the top of the tools. And then that way, it's mostly a vinegar solution for your tools, but you want to have all the tools covered in your vinegar solution. All sorts of stuff, all of it got all rusted. Now, fortunately, not all my tools got rusted. I got some in another bin that they were all good. All right, that's about all my tools that I got here. It's quite a bit, if you can see, without me spilling all that vinegar water. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in a safe place, and I'm gonna come back in 24 hours. It'll just be a couple seconds for you guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean these off. I'm gonna talk to you about more plans and everything, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get this done. All right, let's see you in a bit. All right, y'all, welcome back. This is the next day, and we are gonna finish these tools up like we started yesterday. Remember, we got the white ammonia in here. I'm sorry, white vinegar in here. White vinegar in here, and we got all the rusted tools that are soaking from that storage unit. And what I got here, I got some water. You can't see, I got a little water in this bucket here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrub these off with these SOS pads here. So I got an SOS pad. I got which is steel wool. Basically, it's got a little bit of cleaner on there. So I'm gonna scrape them up. I'm gonna wipe them down with this. And I'm gonna rinse them off in the water. And then I got a funky old towel here. I'm gonna use this funky old towel, and I'm gonna put all my tools on there, and they're gonna dry out on there. And that'll get rid of all the moisture in there, and then we're gonna have some clean, non-rusted tools. And I got some gloves here. It's important. You're gonna wanna put some gloves on when you do this because it is stinky. I know you guys cannot smell it, but white vinegar has a very strong smell to it. So you wanna put your hands in some gloves. Now, white vinegar is not bad for you at all. Matter of fact, I looked it up yesterday when I got my hair dipped in the vinegar solution, and I looked it up and it said the vinegar was perfectly fine for your hair. Matter of fact, it has all sorts of benefits for your hair. So you might want to try putting some white vinegar in your hair. I would dilute it with some water or something, you know, and maybe 1 part to 5 part water, maybe something like that. Anyway, it's good for your hair. It helps with like frizziness and dandruff and different things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Got my SOS pad. And here's what one of them looks like. We got a little before, all right? And then I'm gonna wipe it down. Now these were really rusty before I put them in there, and I know you saw some of it by looking. But you're gonna see how clean these are gonna get. And I've never really done this one before with getting the rust off of stuff like this. I've always taken real good care of my tools, and I was quite upset when I found out about the storage unit. And that guy up there in that storage unit, he just shrugged his shoulders when I told him about the leak and everything caused by the tornado. He just shrugged his shoulders like, oh. So, you know, that's just where we're at in society right now. So I got upset and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of this all by myself. All right. And there you go. It's no more rust on there. So, yep. As advertised, it does work. So you can see this one here. It's got some rust and stuff on it. I don't know how well you can see that, but it just comes right off. It just comes right off. That is so cool. So yeah, I highly recommend using some white vinegar solution to clean all your tools up. That's really nifty there. And then we just dip it off in there. Dip it in there. And there you go. Pretty clean. That's pretty nice. I'll go ahead and clean all these off. I have a surprise in here for you. It's a little something I found that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot all about this. This is gonna be something that I am gonna be using for a while, and you'll see it on the channel, and I'm pretty proud of it. So I'll show you what that is right here in a minute. And yeah, that guy at that storage unit, he done pissed me off when he's saying stuff, you know. Don't say stuff like that. I mean, don't need to shrug, man. It got me right pissed off. And these guys here, you might need to, as soon as you're done taking the rust off of them, you might want to use some WD-40, a little oil, you know, a little bit of, I like to call it worker's oil, but you put a little oil on there, maybe a little car grease or something. See, because it seized up on me, so see, there you go. And you get a little bit of oil in there, and that'll clean these right up. But I got all that rust off of there, so we won't have any problems with the rust anymore for that. So. Look at that hammer. Wow. Alright, now I'm going to talk about my special surprise I got in here. This is a really cool thing that I found. Actually made a long time ago in wood shop when I was in metal shop and wood shop when I was in high school. And this is the coolest little knife I've ever made myself. And I use this all the time still. This is my knife. This is my knife I use. I use this for cutting fish heads. I use it for cutting vegetables. I use it for everything. And it's been getting a little rusty lately. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to fix up this rusty thing. I don't have a name for this little knife yet. If you wanted to give me a name for this knife, that would be really cool. So if you just want to drop your name in the comments for this little knife here. This is a pretty cool thing. Had a little bit of rust spots on it, but oh man, it's looking real good right now. I need to sharpen this little thing, and I need to take good care of it. But I'm glad I found it and saw that she needed some help here, because I got all this rust off of here now, and now she looks really good. See, look at that. That's cool. So drop me a name for this knife here. You're gonna see this knife in a bunch of videos, especially now that fall's coming, because I gotta cut up some vegetables and things like that. So I'm gonna give her a real good sharpening. I'll show you a video on how to sharpen knives too. That's a really important thing to know in your life. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that off. And I got a few more tools here that I'm gonna finish up, but I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make ourselves a sandwich, and then we're gonna be we'll eat that sandwich, and I'll tell you more about the channel and stuff like that. So, and more to come in the future. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. I must have been hungry today, because I already made my sandwich before I could get the camera on. That's how hungry I was. Is I made my sandwich faster and get my camera on. Isn't that funny? But in reality, we got this peanut butter jelly sandwich here. See that? Got the peanut butter and some jelly in there, and I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before, so check out the other video if you wanted to know how to make this peanut butter and jelly sandwich the way I make it. But I got my Skippy peanut butter. I still had some whole wheat I need to use up, and then I had some of that strawberry preserves in there. And just watch that video, you'll know all about my peanut butter sandwiches. And but yeah, they're really good. Today I had a long day. Let me take a bite, because man, am I hungry. So yeah, we had a long day today. We got some good news and some bad news for the area. Because of that damn hurricane, we're gonna get some more hot weather. So we got that hurricane pushing in some hot air. I guess they call it a hot front, I don't know. You got a cold front and a hot front. Or a heat wave, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So the hurricane's pushing that in, and here it is in the middle of September. And we're gonna be we're gonna get in the 90s, gonna be close to 100, maybe some 100 in a couple places here in Oklahoma. So we got a little bit more hot weather, maybe a week or two, not too bad, nothing that we can't handle. So today was a good day. I worked in the warehouse for a little bit. I had to get some irrigation set up, stuff like that. You know, shop talk. So I got that going, and then I cleaned all my tools, like I told you. That guy there at that storage unit place, he didn't give a shit about what happened to my stuff. So I was all mad, and I came in here and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this myself. I'm gonna fix it myself, and I'll show him. So all you need is that white vinegar, and get some steel wool pads. Now all the steel wool that I could find around here was SOS pads, and they have this special blue soap on them, which is fine, totally fine. If you wanted to use that, that's fine. That's what I used. But I will tell you from experience that that blue stuff on that steel wool is gonna gum off, and it's gonna gum off on your tools, which is fine because you can just wipe that stuff off. It causes no harm. It's just a little bit of soap. So I would recommend using some authentic real steel wool without any of that soap on it. And that rust, that comes right off. After you let that soak in that vinegar and you wipe it with that steel wool, it comes right off. It looks so nice and new. So, and then you dip it in water to wash it off. Wash all the little rust remnants off, and then you put it on the towel. So if you got anything you like that you want to, you know, get all the rust off, I recommend doing it that way. That worked out really well, and it didn't take a lot of time and didn't take a lot of hard work or anything. So yeah, we got a heat front coming, so it's gonna take a little bit for me. We're gonna have some more sandwiches, but then after this heat front's over and done with, then we're gonna have some cold fronts, and it's gonna get fall-like weather, and maybe I'll do some grilling, you know, in that cool weather. Maybe I'll do some. I got that burner. I'm gonna cook some stuff on a burner. Maybe I'll cook some soup. I love cooking some soups, so maybe I'll get a soup going for you one of these days. But yeah, it was a good day today. Got a lot of stuff done in the warehouse, and got these tools unrusted, de-rusted, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna take another bite. Well, anyway, that's about all I got today. It's a good day. A little hot, but we'll make it. So anyway, I got some more adventures coming up, so if you want to stick around, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment, tell me what a good name for that knife would be. That's a really cool knife, man, and I can't wait to show you how it works, because she'll cut through anything, man. That thing is she's a good knife. So drop her name in the comments below, and like, subscribe, follow for more of this content, and I'll see you in the future. Y'all take care. All right, bye.